Hey chess friends, my name is Sprout, and welcome back to the road to 1400. We won our last game, we are now at 1323. We haven't lost a game in 11 games, let's try to keep it going. Let's start a game and see what happens. Alright, we're back in it to win it. In it to win it, baby! We have the black pieces, and what are they going to play? That is the question. They are going to allow us, maybe, to play c6 and get into a caro kann. So we'll see what they say to the caro. What are they gonna do to defend against the caro kann defense? To defend against my defense. I don't know. They could do anything. They are really taking some time to think about it, though. This should not be a difficult question. They're playing the knight to f3, so it looks like we probably will have an exchange. We could still have an advance and transition into a transpose into a main line caro, but they are saying they don't want the main line. They are saying that they probably want to play bishop to b5 and enter into, well, I mean, they've already entered into an exchange, but they're probably going to try to do that line because it looks good, you know? For them, I think it looks good because you're putting someone in check, and that's good, right? Our goal in this type of setup is to go ahead and pin the knight as soon as possible. That's definitely a thing we have to do right away, and then we're going to have to play e6 to get a really strong pawn chain. We don't want to wait around on e6 for too long. But everything's good here. I would like to get my knight here real quick, if I'm able to, especially because if I take here and they retake with the queen, if my knight is already on c6, I'm going to be up a pawn, so I kind of want that. I do have to be a little careful in those circumstances, but we'll see how it goes. I'm a little surprised. I think. Okay, they're strengthening that pawn with c3, and I believe that is one of the main lines. So that's fine. We're gonna go ahead. We do have a lot of pressure now on that's gonna happen on this diagonal, so we do have to be aware of it. Things can get a little scary. I'm actually thinking about maybe playing. I'm thinking of either playing a6 right now just to stop the bishop from coming in, but then I can get into, well, no, that actually works fine. I'm thinking about it, because otherwise it gets a little bit scary here with both of this. Other option is just to take the knight and say, are you gonna, you know, but then they'd retake here. At least then there's not as much scary business going on over there. We can protect our central pawn better by playing e6. And I think that might be a little bit better. But there's also the problem of if I take the knight, they can still give a check first, technically, and get all that in. So I don't want that. We're just going to go ahead and play a6 right now, just to shut down the awesome dynamic duo of the queen and bishop applying pressure on this knight when I block. Because that is an amazing, amazing move for my opponent to do, and we are going to play a little prophylactically. We do not want our opponent being able to find all the best moves, because we want to find the best moves for ourselves. We'll see if Stockfish thinks that's a wasted move. I mean, I would rather keep developing, but I feel like that has to happen. I feel really scared about that diagonal if I didn't play a6. I'm amazed. So they are actually going to they're gonna play there and block it that way. I'm not gonna take right now because I think that's just yeah, no, I think I need to strengthen things, but I also am worried that they're going to jump in and then I'm going to have to stop it. So I think for right now, I am going to have to play this first. I definitely need to get that pawn push in, but I think I need to come over here and just stop things, you know, because they can move in now. Of course, if they jump, I have to take the take the bishop first. So we have to do it that way. If my face just froze for a little bit, that is because I was taking a drink of coffee. That's what Sprout looks like whenever I take a drink of coffee. I can just freeze my face in the most ridiculous positions. I did pretty good on that one, though. I didn't look too ridiculous. I mean, I say as a furry creature that has a plant growing out of their head, I'm worried about looking ridiculous. They're playing bishop to f4. I kind of like that for them. I like that a lot because they are clamping down on an e5. Yeah, I like that from them. I really do. That's good. I think now I think I should probably take here, but these bishops are really good. So I think I don't think I have a choice here in the matter. I think I have to take here, and then after a retakes like this, I have to play e6, kind of clamping everything down in the center. It's a little tricky. They could maybe then push, maybe, you know, it's definitely getting to be a tricky position. Also, with this move, I could just go over here and threaten b2, but I'm not sure if I really want to. Oh, hey. Yeah, I can take a look after the game if you wanna link me. Hello. Is it Sheena09? Welcome to the chat. If you're new and you enjoy the stream, please be sure to shoot me a follow. I'm trying to get Twitch affiliate status so I can fully unlock the account. Would be much appreciated. We're just playing some Rapid today, and we won our first game. Just completely trounced our opponent in the first 10 moves. It was disgusting, the tactics we found. We basically trapped their king, and their only solution to get out of it was to sacrifice their queen, which would have allowed me to fork their king and their rook, so I'd be winning a queen and be winning their rook. It was absolutely disgusting, like I said. Almost 500 elo and you're getting choked again. Oh no. Yeah, send me over the game. I'll take a look at it after I'm done here. So I need to decide what to do. They are exerting a lot of pressure now on e5, and I'm not really a fan of that. But I'm also not a fan of this bishop pair. They're monsters, you know? So I gotta do something about that. And otherwise, my other candidate move, like I was saying before, is moving queen to b6 just to target this, but it doesn't seem to be respecting the position that I'm finding myself in, so we are just going to take there, because that's too much control they are putting onto, e5. I don't want them to have, they already are very, like, they've definitely clamped down on e5. I don't want them having 3 pieces clamping down on that square. For here, I want to trade off, I want to get rid of one of their bishops, because this bishop pair, they're going to be monsters if I don't do something about it, so I'm going to try to jump my knight to g6 and get rid of one of the bishop pair. I could also play bishop to d6, but I don't really like that because they'll trade, and then I feel like I'm going to have a lot of dark square vulnerabilities without my bishop, without my dark square bishop. So I think I'm going to try to trade off my knight for their dark square bishop and keep a dark squared bishop for myself. Because they're light squared bishops, since my pawns are all kind of nicely chained up on light squares, I'm not really too threatened by the light squared bishop right now. Whereas this one can weave in and out in my pawn structure, so I have to do something about that. Overall, my opponent's playing really well so far, very testing. They're going for this. I can't really allow them to have it, but I also can't block this way. So the only option really is going to be I'd have to block by playing c8, I believe. And is there anything else I can do in this situation? Like any sort of queen trap or anything that I could get into? I mean, I could let them have it, and then, no, you can't, because then that falls. So unfortunately for now, I feel like there's only a couple moves here that we can do. We can defend with our queen. I really like this diagonal for my queen, though. I don't really want to move it from the diagonal. Otherwise, I can play b5. b5, of course, you know, clamps down on it. It also further clamps down on the c4 square. I also could play knight to a5, because knight to a5 is going to attack the queen while also defending b7. Of course, in that event, then they can just check me out right there, and, well, actually that works, come to think of it, because, hold on, if we move here, they check here, then I can move to b5, and that's not bad. Then there might be some discoveries. If the queen ends up in the dark square, I might be able to go over here, which I want to do anyway. So let's get into all that. That looks fun. Let's do all of that. Yeah, you can't give hints. I can't give advice during the stream. I don't want to get my account locked up for fair play. I didn't end up seeing it like right away because I was too concentrated. But yeah, I like this continuation. I really think we could have a fun discovered check. I think it's super tempting to put the queen there to give check. But yeah, everything's locked down right now on this side, so I don't. And again, if we can just get the queen to get on a dark square over here, we can suddenly open up a lovely discovered attack on the queen while also attacking this bishop. It looks pretty amazing. And if, you know, that would be ideal. Oh, okay. Our opponent says, no, we're not doing any of that. Alright, well that's good on them. That's really good on them. I mean, am I disappointed? Yeah, that would have been a really cool setup. But we'll just carry on with our plan now. We need to get our knight over here, threaten this bishop anyway, so we can get this bishop out and castle. So let's just go ahead and move the knight to g6 here, and threaten this bishop, and see where that bishop goes. Because it could very well go into the corner, and then maybe I'd even be tempted to push this pawn up and see if we can just trap the bishop. Although I don't know if that's really working, because after bishop here, pawn here, I think they just play pawn there, and everything is very locked down, and we don't have anything. Actually, we do have something in that situation. So we play here. If there's pawn here, we can take. After takes, we retake with the queen, and that's looking really scary. Really scary for my opponent. I kind of like that. Granted, in that situation, my king doesn't really have anywhere to castle. You know, I'm not really castling to safety. But it looks really interesting. You're going to have to do something. So by playing here, they are going to be provoked into playing h4. They have to. If they don't play h4, it's just they lose their bishop. So I do like that. And h5, of course, they can't take because it's protected by the rook. So we are going to induce them into playing h4, or they lose their bishop. We always have to be, we always have to be knowledgeable that they could still come in here. But that would be really bad. I think that's actually, if they come in there, they almost trap their, okay, but that's just isn't that just a trapped bishop? Oh, they created a loft for their bishop. Okay, but then this seems really strong, doesn't it? Because if I get in there, and then maybe we can... I mean, that looks bad for our opponent. Hold on, let's think about this here. So if I play bishop to d6, you'd imagine they have to take. I retake. There's no immediate, like, back rank, by the way. But there are all kinds of nasty intentions from there. I think in that situation, we're going to have to we're gonna have to swivel our swivel. Is that a word? We're gonna have to get our knight into the game somehow. So that's one idea. The other idea is we could try to get this knight around. It's going to be a long journey to reroute this knight into a place where it can actually participate in the attack. And I did say before that I didn't really want to give up this dark square bishop because I don't want vulnerabilities on my dark squares, which is true. I don't. This seems really slow, by the way, like a really slow way. It's not really aiding the attack. I feel like I have to keep the pressure up. I could also play queen to f6, maybe. Speaking of, not even queen to f6, we could do even queen to we could do queen to g5, getting the queen over here even. And then we can jump our knight here, not to go for this, but actually to go for this, since they wouldn't be able to retake, since this would be pinned. That looks like an interesting idea as well. Is there any reason not to do that idea? Let's see, queen g5. I mean, it looks like a great move to be done no matter what. I'm not seeing an immediate thing they can do. I guess, no, there is a problem with queen g5 right now. I hate it, but there is a problem. They can get in and give check. Oh, but then in that case, I'll just swing back around with the knight and get to knight to c6, and things will be locked up that way. I think that's okay. Let's go for it. Yeah, let's just go for it. So queen to g5 is on the board. I'm definitely thinking that we're going to end up seeing queen a4 to give the check, but yeah, it's easily blocked. I still need to castle, but we're on the attack, so I'm not really worried about it right now. So we'll kind of see what happens. It's looking a little scary for my opponent. I could definitely see them messing up here. Maybe they play like g4, I take en passant, I open up my rook. That would be lovely. They could also play g3, which would be silly. I can take, and that would still open up my rook. Yeah, I mean, this is just kind of a problem, I think, for white. Knight f4 is coming, and I mean... And after knight f4, yeah, I mean, we are threatening this. Yeah, that doesn't work because of this. Yeah, once we get our knight in here, also getting our bishop in here, yeah, it doesn't look good. The queen can try to weasel their way in, but it might be a little too slow. I think it is too slow right now. I mean, queen can try to get in here like that. But at this point, I mean, if they do try to move and get in, we can just block it. Okay, so they are moving their king out of the firing range, which is pretty nice. Like, good on them. I need to see what to do in this situation. I mean, ideally I would, if this bishop wasn't here, we could also, no, we cannot play that because it is, in fact, being guarded, so let's not do anything silly. It'd be really nice if I had more access to pawns don't move like that. What am I thinking? But yeah, it'd be interesting if I had more access to pawn pushes in this situation, but the main thing is I need to get in, I need to get in and start, you know, bringing more pieces to the attack. Now, if I move my my knight there, maybe there's something. I'd love to shoo that bishop away. If I could remove the defender there, that'd be really good. But I just don't think I can right now. I'm not seeing a continuation right now once I play knight to f4 because I can't really take in this situation. Actually, knight f4 and then maybe bishop to d6 could be an idea. It could be. It's tough. They are doing a really good job defending, I will say that. And we do have to hurry it up. I need to bring more pieces to the attack either way, though. So, yeah, we have to bring pieces to the attack. So I think I am going to have to bring my knight over here and somehow get my bishop involved. And then castle if I have to. I don't really love the idea of castling, because then the rook pressure goes away. But right now the rook's not really doing anything, staring at h4. So it doesn't really matter. Also, if I get this out of the way, maybe in some realm I could move the queen as well out of the way and start pushing pawns, but that seems a little dubious. Let's go for knight to f4. Just again, we're trying to bring some more pieces into the attack. So next we need to bring our bishop into the attack. Queen can move in a little bit, but the queen's kind of not doing too much. I'm not worried about just the queen getting in. So we will just continue to put pressure over here on the king side. But at the moment they're safe. I would like to emphasize that. At the moment they are safe. They've done a good job bringing enough pieces over to defend their king. So they played this well. There were several traps I was really hoping my opponent would fall into earlier, but they managed to dodge them all. So very good. And my opponent's taking a long time to think right now, so when this goes up on YouTube, I might edit this part out just to make it feel a little bit better for YouTube. They are trying to develop their knight there, which is logical. I could just take it off, but then that just allows them to open up the scope of their rook. I don't really want to do that. I do, however, want to play there, but oh, that's a problem too. Because if I go here now, I'm almost pinning my knight. Yeah, it's an interesting position, like I was saying. It's super interesting. I think, and unfortunately I cannot get my I'm gonna have to castle. I hate it. I'm gonna have to castle. So we can get in here. It is a little bit pinning the knight into place, so we have to be aware of that. What I mean is that if I move the knight out, the bishop can fall. So unless I have like a good reason to do that, some sort of compensation, yeah, I wouldn't say it's the best move ever. But I do need to castle now. Things are getting a little bit dangerous, and the h-rook is not actually doing anything. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and see what happens. Everything's locked down for the moment. I think you could argue that there's that sort of play that could be had, which is, if my opponent finds it, is a really good find. Because, of course, if they move here with their knight, I can't retake, because then it's just game over, really. Which is annoying, because if they do find this, I do unfortunately have to I have to do something. I might have to move my queen back, honestly, which feels really bad. But yeah, I'm just not seeing. We have definitely amped up the pressure here, but they're fine. And they played really well. I'm not expecting them to plunder just yet. Again, it's just whether or not they end up finding b5. It'd be a really good move for them to find. If they don't find it, I'm castling ASAP, because if I castle, b5 is no longer a threat to me. So. Okay. No, that's fine. Playing bullet. Ooh. I cannot play bullet. I mean, I can. Anyone can play bullet. They're trying to, that's too slow. That's too slow. Too slow. They had to find knight to b5. And now, it's actually fine in this situation. I need more firepower for over here, so now that the king is no longer pinned, I can hopefully move my my knight over and help in this attack on the king side. I don't know how it's going to help in the attack, but yeah, it might. At the very least, if I move my knight over here, I can move this. Okay, so they are moving their queen to there. Let's see. It's definitely becoming a sharp game, isn't it? I think I mean, I still have to play this, right? I mean, I have to. They're trying to get the queen involved in some way to help over here. So we're just gonna play. We're just gonna play our knight to e7 there, and try again. Like I said, we need all of our pieces to play a role in the attack. And so far, not all of them are. We also need to move our rook in and get our rook active. This could be a soft pawn in the future. I don't know if that's a saying or a phrase. I'm not sure. But anyway, it could be a weak pawn in the future. Like that square is a little soft. It's a backwards pawn, so it could be a vulnerability. I have to see what to do. I like jumping in here. I just don't... It still doesn't get me anything immediate. Other than I think it feels really, really bad for... like, I don't think it's a fun position for white to be in. Because we're just kind of bringing in all the reinforcements here and clamping down. So I could definitely see them blundering, like just playing, you know... getting desperate and playing the wrong move out of the blunder. So we do have to be ready for that. But the more I look at it, I really do like rook to c8 right now. Just poking at this, just poking there. Yeah, it also makes it really difficult for them to ever push. Okay, so they're getting a rook around here. We need to see what they want to do there. They probably... Well, they probably want to do something. They're probably trying to shift some things around. I would love to be able to move there, but I don't think it's in the cards. Maybe in some reality, I could move there, and if something happens to that, I could jump here, but it just doesn't look likely. Actually, what I can do is I can do rook to c8, and then I can take here, because this is pinned to the queen. That might be something. What, is there an immediate threat here with this? Let's see. We need to look. Is that... Do I care? No. Do I care? No. Do I care? No. Okay. Well, then... I don't care. Alright. Am I missing something? Could be. We'll find out. Could definitely... I could definitely be missing something. We'll find out here in a moment. Crazy job defending our opponents doing. Let's take a look at them while we're waiting. I want to see. They've, okay. They're pretty much around their peak elo right now. They're doing really well. They've, had a string of losses, though. They've kind of... So, maybe I can play on the fact that maybe they're tilting a little bit. They see it. Wow, they are really good. I can also play this, which looks good. I mean, it all looks kind of good. There's almost a discovered attack. If only the king was somewhere else right now. I'm seeing a discovery attack on that queen. But there's nowhere really that where I want to see that. So I think I could play here. Try to get like a takes situation. If I move there, then they can infiltrate here. Ooh, I don't like that at all. I do not like that. I just wish there was something that I could do for some sort of discovery attack. There is no discovery attack. It's very annoying. Very, very annoying and inconsiderate of our opponent. Well, we do have to get more pieces in. We do have, there's a problem here right now. Because of, like, yeah, and I don't like the fact that If they threaten us and we do that and they retake that way, that looks like that could be a problem. So we do have to kind of account for that. So for that reason, I think this might be the prescription. I really don't like it. I wanted to move it to F5, but it's just not in the cards. Just not in the cards. So we're still aiming at this. That could still be weak. I really was thinking about trying to get in this way too, but I just don't like how playing there lets the knight in, and then suddenly I have more problems. I don't need more problems. This opponent is doing so well, like defending everything already. I don't need more problems. I just wish that if I could will my opponent to play G1 for some reason. I have no idea why they would ever play it, but if I could just will them, think really hard on it, and will them to play that. Because if they did, then I'd have my discovery attack finally on the queen. I think I could also... Oh, this rook is doing nothing, which I'm not a fan of. They did move their knight, though, didn't they? So I think now I could play there and try to get in. They're trying to move more pieces in, which I'm not a fan of. I need to get my other rook involved here. Okay, I think I can push here. I have to do something right now. So, yeah, pushing there seems to be it's something I can do. Is it wrong? Probably, because they can't even take there, because everything is so locked down right now. This is almost trapped as well. Almost. If it moves away from this, it's checkmate. So, you know, it is an interesting situation to be in. Yeah, because it's definitely... Oh, I could see... That's an interesting situation. So we could play there, they could block there, and we could play F5. And then I believe that wins a... yeah, that wins. That wins something. That might win the game. I'm running out of time, so I need to play very, very fast to keep this up. But yeah, it's one of these things where if either of us has a lapse in concentration, the other side is going to win. So we'll see who has the first lapse. I've got my coffee on me. It's early in the day. I feel like I'm locked in, so I think I'm good. We'll see how they respond to that, though. They could also take. They could take. I'm not sure if that really... I mean, oh, wow. If they take, I could retake here. But then I don't really have the protection there. Yeah, so they're taking that way. I could... Oh, geez, this gets a little crazy. So I do have to retake here this way. So they did not let me have my fun. Nope, they did not let me have my fun. Now I can definitely move a rook over. Something is gotta give, you know? If this ever moves, it's, I mean, if that ever moves, it's game over. Technically, that is a weak pawn. I just don't know if they want to go for it or not, because, technically they can take the pawn, but then I think I just pin their, I just pin yeah, I just pin it to the queen. And that looks pretty bad. Yeah. I think it's tempting, though. I think that's a really tempting move. To take that pawn. Instead they play knight to, instead they play knight to, yeah, to, d4, which of course blocks this, which is a good move to be sure. So they do cut things off, and that's a pretty good move. I can take, but then that kind of gets rid of one of my... Of course, now they can take, and it's not really a threat on... yeah, now it's not really a threat. Which is kind of annoying. So, at any rate, we have to do something. So, there's still no... I still cannot believe there's zero... like, there's just nothing here. Well, at any rate, this isn't doing anything, so let's go ahead and play here, I guess. And we'll just stop this. We're gonna have to speed up still. Jeez, I really wish there was any sort of discovery attack, but there isn't. There's no discovery attack to be had. This bishop is amazing. I could also play the bishop back. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not having a lot of time here to convert. My opponent has apparently decided they are tired of losing, and they're playing a really that might be a mistake. Might be. I don't know. That's not anything, is it? They're trying to think up, dream up the situation here. I don't know. I just don't have enough time. I do not have enough time to figure this position out, which is super, super, super annoying. But yeah, I don't have enough time. I gotta do something, so we'll do that. They take with the queen. Maybe then we can do this. I mean, I'm running out of time. Everything's locked down though, so something, you know, it's gotta be something that I can use. It's gotta be something here. They're playing so well. Okay, up like that, which is just back, which doesn't really help me at all. Maybe we'll play this. I mean, it's a move. Play this, get our other rook involved up there. I mean, they can take, but that's silly. So I am definitely dropping a possible pawn at a later interval there, a later place. But I mean, at the moment, this looks like a powerful move, and it's technically can turn into a passer, which is helpful. Yeah, that's just, we'll do that. Okay, 36 seconds on the clock. This is a nail biter. If I was prone to biting my nails, I guess it'd be a nail biter. They can give a check as an intermezzo, and then I move my king off to h7. I think that's just what I have to do. Doesn't stop the fact that your queen is under fire. And again, if this comes off the board, that's just a checkmate. So we'll see what happens. I also play this because it's guarded. Okay, that looks bad though because it just looks bad. Everything's all locked down right now. There is no real anything here because I have another knight in the wing just to replace it, so it's okay. Wow, finally they are in more time pressure than I am. That took a while. But this is falling. Okay, that didn't actually stop anything. So everything is still. We'll just move up, I believe. Well, no, we can't move up in this situation. We will move here, I believe. Queen can't really do anything immediate, so yeah. If nothing else, we are taking here next. But then even then, they can retake with the queen. It gets really kind of crazy, doesn't it? But now I think it's just GG. Yeah, they can't retake because it's just checkmate now. So they played a really good game, but now it's just GG. I suppose they can play here to try to stall things, but I don't think there's, yeah. So they played there. I mean, I can just take, and then I'm still threatening that. Well, no, I'm not, because then they can get in there with their queen. So we'll take there. I have to take that way. Okay, but that's just bad news for you, isn't it? That might be checkmate. If I move here, no, that is not looking great. Okay, they resigned. Wow, what a hard-fought game. That was the most difficult game I have played in months, I think. Oh my goodness. Woo! Okay, now that is 12 games in a row that we have not lost. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do a game review. I either played, so, Stockfish, are we a fish today? Are we a fish or are we a dumb red panda? Let's find out. I feel it could go either way. We're a fish. Oh my goodness. I said before, anything above 80%, as these games get harder and harder and more skilled opponents, anything above an 80% I'll take as a fish. We had a brilliant move, too. Brilliant move. Okay, let's see how we did. This was a slog. This was such a slog of a game. Yeah, everything we were playing, we played really well. I'll just kind of skip towards the end because that's where a lot of the action was. Yeah, castling here is the best move. Things were just getting really, really scary. I'm super glad they did not find knight to b5 earlier, since I could not retake before castling, because otherwise the queen would get in and take the rook. Yeah, wow. So we got lucky. So they were playing really well, but they still missed some things. It was a mistake playing e5, but I was under time pressure. So, I mean, you can see the insane time pressure that we were under this game. Yeah, we managed, as soon as we managed to get in, we managed to find some tactics. And at this point, things really were not... Why is that a miss? Why Stockfish? Oh, yeah, technically. Okay, so if we would have just taken the queen there, they take the queen, we take the rook, we're up a rook. I know. Okay, well, whatever. They played there, and we had another... Yeah, I know, they just want us to initiate into everything. Anyway, that was their only real blunder, and then, of course, taking and sacrificing the rook was our brilliant move. They played pawn there, we took, they took. That isn't even the best move, but the thing is, it's over at this point. We get a queen, there's no way they can really stop it or do anything. It's like checkmate in 2 moves no matter what, so. Alright. So, real quick, going to talk to YouTube for a moment. Hello, YouTube. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps a lot. And leave a comment. You know, it's nice getting comments from time to time. Yeah, if you want to interact with me live, like all these awesome people over on Twitch, then follow me on Twitch. The link is in the video description. Alright, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!